Good morning. So I'd ordered a couple of blouses and oh my gosh, they were so sheer. I had to send them back. So we just left the UPS drop off. And also I went down to Mom and Dad's because Dad had a pair of shoes. Mom had ordered him 2 pairs of shoes for him to choose which one he liked the best to wear to the funeral last week. And so I took the other shoes, dropped them off for them also back at UPS. So now we are in, well, 1 minute.
That's at Whataburger.
Tell them loud, they can't hear you.
I'm at Whataburger.
He's at Whataburger.
Yes.
He's wearing my extra pair of sunglasses. The sun was bright today, huh? Yeah. So somebody sent us, there was no name, but somebody sent him a Whataburger gift card. He was happy about that.
Yeah.
So here we sit in line. 2 people ahead of us. But
because the people ahead of us, they get their food.
Yeah, they're getting their food too. So on my way out of Splendora, I went ahead and pulled into, okay, I told y'all a video, I guess it was this morning's video that came out about taking my car to the shop. Oh my gosh, they gave me a list of stuff. All right, it's our turn to move up. Give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. All right, I'm home. Levi's in there eating his Whataburger. I came out to check on these guys. They broke one of the feed troughs. Broke a leg off of it. I don't know how they did that, so I'll have to fix that in a little bit. Anyway, what I was saying was that when I left Splendora this morning, I pulled into the, we have a new O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Splendora, and they do the free diagnostic checking, like when your engine light comes on. So I pulled in there and went in, and I just, I already have a diagnostic test. I already know that they told me all the stuff that was wrong with my vehicle at the mechanic shop the other day. And I left there not real happy. Well, when I left there, I was fine. And then I get a phone call like 30 minutes later. And I didn't like the way he talked to me. I got a bad feeling. It's like, Miss Morrow, I sure hate to make this call. I just hate to give you this news. I wish I had better news. This call's just bothered me so bad, and I'm just like, you know what? Don't talk to me like I'm an old ass woman or a little bitty girl. Just tell me what you think is wrong with my car. He wouldn't have called and told no man that. So it made me angry. And I said, look, just tell me what you found out. I said, just tell me. Don't beat around the bush. And I said, so it wasn't the EGR valve? No, ma'am. It came up with so many codes. You've got so many. He starts telling me, one of my, I think he says spark plug is just spinning. Can't even tighten it up. It's just sort of sitting in there. I've got a misfire on number 6. What did he say? I've got coolant, I don't know, dripping or something into something. So I need, oh shoot, now I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, he just gave me all this stuff. I'm just like, I'm sitting here thinking, you know, we changed the spark plugs just less than a year ago. We put new, ooh, that was slippery. We put new coils in there. All this stuff, it seems like it's all got to be related to this somehow. I don't get it. I'm just driving this vehicle that drives so smooth. And not only that, but while I was there before I left, when I'm thinking that I'm just going to leave there, you know, paying a couple $100 for some stuff. Should never think that. I tell him, I said, hey, go ahead and check the front end. I said, I think I have like a shock or something that's bad, or something, springs or something. I said, I got a you know, when I'm going up a bumpy driveway, or I said, even if I'm driving slow, but I'm like in a drive-through, my window's down, like pulling up to the drive-through window, you just placed your order and your window's still down, I can hear it, you know, just sort of Anyway, he's gonna check it all out for me. So he tells me all the stuff with the motor part, you know, all these little things, misfiring number 6 and all this stuff. And I said, okay, well, what about the other stuff? I said, the front end stuff. Oh, we haven't checked that yet. I'll have him do that now. I'll get him to go up the road. So then he tells me something about, well, you know how when you're driving and like you're taking the exit or something, you slow down, it shakes. I'm thinking, no, it don't shake. So to a mechanic, it shakes. To me, it don't shake. It looks like somebody's changed your brakes, but they didn't change out your rotors, and they're just really bad. And I'm just thinking, it doesn't shake. But I keep listening to him. And I need control arms. So I need rotors, I need control arms, I need, oh my gosh, what else was it? I just looked them up. Well, crap, I can't remember. Anyway, so the electronic stuff, all that misfire and stuff, $1,200. And then this other stuff, oh, that's even worse when he calls me. Oh, Miss Morrow, I just can't give you good news today. I just wish I could give you good news. And I'm just like, stop with the talking. Just spit it out. You know, I go back. If I was a guy, he just said, hey, Jim, that front end needs a lot of work. We got a this and a that and a this and a that. It's going to be about this much. But no, I get this him haul around, and I don't know why he's doing it. I mean, women don't want you to talk to them like that. Anyway, at least I don't. It makes me feel like you're lying. That's how I felt. Like he's just lying. He's just going to try to sweeten me up just to tell me how much I have to pay him to fix all this stuff. And I'm just going to write him a check. And I ain't. So, I'm just walking around out here. Hope y'all don't mind because I'm talking and walking. So anyway, he tells me almost $2,000 worth of work on the front end. And I'm just like, okay. Thank you so much for letting me know. I really appreciate it. You know, I start talking sweet back to him. I'm just going to have to think about that. And that's going to have to be a payday thing. I have a little bit of money, but I sure don't have almost $4,000 for you to work on my car. It ain't gonna happen. They're not working on my car. So I get in my car and I tell him, you know, that I'm gonna have to, everybody's at work. I was, you know, picked up that morning, brought home, got in my truck and went back to Cleveland to buy a few groceries and do a couple things. That's when he was calling me. I was in Walmart. So I needed to get back home and then wait for Dad, or, you know, I didn't just want to spring on Dad. I don't know if he's, you know, maybe Heidi's at the vet, or maybe he's busy doing his own thing. I don't want to get in nobody's way. So I just tell him, you know, I'll come pick it up. It might be in the morning. That would have been a Saturday morning. I said, it might be in the morning because everybody at this time of day is at work. So, about an hour later, David calls me. And he said, have he heard anything from him? I said, yeah, David. I said, he told me this and this and this, and then he told me this and this and this. I said, I just don't understand it. I don't understand how sitting here in this vehicle with it idling in park is just, just as smooth, and you'd think, oh, this is a nice car. It starts right up. You don't gotta, it ain't a pitter patter, build it up, pump it to get it started. You just reach in, turn the key, it starts. You ain't gotta be in the vehicle. And it runs so smooth sitting there. And for the most part, even driving it's smooth. It'll just have these occasional little cough. Little girl has a cough. Just need a little bit of medicine. Just a little bit of medicine. Anyway, I need to pull all this up so they get tangled in it. Steph put all this up when her goats were out here and they kept climbing through the fence, but this looks pretty right. I don't want them tangled up in it. It's all hanging down now. Anyway, so he said, well, he'll come on to the house and pick me up and take me back to get it. And he picks me up. And he made me mad at first. He goes, well, I tell him, I said, I don't know. I thought that guy was just giving me a line of bull, thinking I'm just going to write him a check for all that money. I said, but he didn't. I said, David, because then he told me some mess about, I ought to just trade it in. Miss Mara, I'm going to tell you the truth. I wouldn't put any money into it. I would just trade it in. They're giving such top dollar for trade-ins right now, and at a dealership they're going to put a little bit of money in it. It ain't going to cost them nothing to fix what's wrong with it, and they're going to put it back out there on the lot and make $8,000 or $9,000 off of it. He goes, if I was you, and I'm just thinking, dude, you're telling me that if I put $4,000 into it, this is what he's, basically, which I would never pay $4,000. I'm not going to have him do the work. Not now, not that I've listened to him haul around and baby me. But what he's saying is, drive up there and trade it in and start paying a note on something, basically. And then they're going to roll my car to the back and do a little stuff to it, stick it back out there and put $8,000 or $9,000 on it. And I'm just thinking, so if I was just off the street, going into that dealership, whatever dealership it might be, and I was going to look for something in the used car lot, because I don't want to pay 6 years on something and have a $400 or $500 note. Dadgum, that's a lot of money. So what if I went over to the used car thing? I'm thinking, I really need an SUV. I need it big because my son is big. And, I feel protected. I feel like he has a little bit of room to move. I don't want his knees all up underneath the seat if he's in the back seat. These are things I think about with Levi. I can't, even in my little Dodge Dakota, it's 4 doors. I was thinking, it's a smaller truck, but it'll do everything I need it to do. But if I'm going with somebody else somewhere, and we're going in my truck, and Levi's going to go and he's in the back seat, I can't even, and I'm short, so my seat's pushed almost over. Like Bree laughed when she got in her car after me and Mom took it to the doctor that day and back to the hospital that other day. When she said she got in it, she goes, she knows she has a baby belly, but she said her legs, she couldn't get herself, it was all the way up. I'm short. So I can pull my seat all the way up, and if he sits directly behind me, he still don't have leg room in that Dakota, in that back seat. So I'm just, I knew I needed something big. I had a Durango. It had fairly good, decent space in the back. I knew I needed something big. That's why I have that big old Expedition. Plus, it gave me room for that third seat back there for if I ever had the grandkids with me. So anyway, I'm thinking if I go to the used car dealership And I'm like, oh, look at that Expedition. Oh, that's pretty nice. It's, you know, $8,000. That's not bad. But in my point, when I go back to here I am, I'll just put that same amount, a little bit of money into it and be driving around what the dealership would charge. I'm driving around now an $8,000 truck, but I fixed it myself. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I don't even know if I'm getting it over, but I'm not going to do that. So David picked me up, took me back up there to get it. He said, get the readout. He said, don't just let them tell you some stuff. He said, tell them you want the printout. I said, okay, I will. So I get the printout and I come out and it shows all these on the printout. It shows, no, it doesn't give any kind of money amount, what they would charge to do any of that, but it tells me all the codes that came up. And so he takes it to Mike. Mike is a mechanic in Parkington. I don't know if he ever worked for a dealership. Those are the best kind of mechanics. If you can find one that's actually, well, I'm not saying that's the best. I don't want to say that. That might be not true. But I think I'd heard that, and I may be wrong, but I thought I'd heard that he had worked at a dealership years ago, and, you know, now he just sort of works from home. Shade tree mechanic. But, and I don't know, maybe he's self-taught. I don't want to get him being mixed up with somebody else, so I don't know. But I know he's worked on a couple of things for me, the Dakota, and he didn't charge an arm and a leg. And what he fixed right when it was done. I never had a problem with it again. Hi, babies. So he says he's going to call Mike. Daddy likes him too. David gave Daddy Mike's number one time, and Daddy took his truck out there a couple of times for different things. Candy! Get a kitty over here, baby girl! Over here, baby girl! Did you lose us? Look at Sam. What's that cat running at me for? Sam's so pretty. Anyway, so I went in, he dropped me off. I went in, I got the printout, and then I called him to see if he was at home or if he'd already gone back to his job, and he said no, he stopped to get lunch. And I said, well, I'll bring you the printout. So I took it to him. Anyway, so yeah, he popped in yesterday afternoon, told me to look up a few things, just some personal stuff he wanted me to look up on Amazon and stuff for him. But then he told me he's going to pick up the car in the morning and take it to Mike. And it's not going to cost $2,000 or $1,300 or $1,200 or $600 or $500. He's going to get the parts, and him and Mike are going to do it themselves. And also he's going to do the front end stuff. They're going to do that while they're there. So, no, I'm not going to pay somebody almost $4,000 to fix a vehicle when they just told me that the dealership would fix it and put it back out there for $8 or $9. This just doesn't make sense to me. He shouldn't even have said that. Or maybe he should have, because it made me think how dumb that was for me to just trade it in, if that's what I was going to think about doing. So anyway, yeah, so tomorrow he'll pick it up, and I guess he'll have it 2 or 3 days. I know that Tuesday, I have my own doctor's appointment on Tuesday, but I can always, if it's not ready yet, I can always go and go in my red truck. But yeah, just crazy how these people, the things they say, and then, you know, they want your business or they don't want your business. I mean, maybe when he got to thinking, well, she's not going to give us this much money, he thought, well, he'd just tell me to trade it in. But then when he told me what he did, well, they're going to turn around and put a little bit of money into it. Well, what is a little bit of money to the dealership? He had told me in that whole conversation that they're going to give me about $4,500 for it, and they're going to turn around and sell it for $8 or $9. So I can get somebody else to do it for around $1,000 maybe, or all of it all the things, let's just say it's $1,500. I'm sure not going to be, you know, toting a note. Anyway, it's just crazy. But I'm gonna let y'all get back to your rat killing. I'm gonna get in and check on Levi. I gotta get a drill and come back out here in a little bit and fix that feed trough leg there. I don't know if y'all can see it. See it laying right there behind them guineas. Where's my finger? Right there. Anyway, I'm gonna get in there. Honey, come on, let's go in. Let's go, fat girl. I'll let y'all get back to what you gotta do, and y'all have a good week, and God bless all y'all. See you later.